as as the worm turns. Okay, they've pissed in the corner again, and now you're standing face to face with a puddle, a mystery puddle that you want to know what it is. You get your nose right in there, and you figure out, yes, indeed, the cat's done its business again. And then, just as you're thinking, God, could this get any worse? The beetles start crawling out from behind them. What's that thing at the bottom of your wall? What's the thing at the bottom of the baseboards? The beetles start crawling out from the baseboards. And so you're like, okay, I got to clean better. I got to clean better, clean my house better. Because everything's just piling up. And you feel like there's not going to be any respite to this terrible onslaught of mess. And then you're like, well, I used to be an orc, and I lived in a cave with, I lived in a cave, and then I lived in a old stone fort, like a stumpy tower. Like, it wasn't even that tall. I don't even know what it was for because there wasn't like rooms up on the top floors. It was just stairs to a top that was looking out on nothing except empty, barren plain. At least we didn't have cats there. There was no fuzzy cats because there was nothing to eat. There was no life to speak of except for some spiders, bugs, grasshoppers, and these giant millipedes that really freak me out. So I guess what am I complaining about? Because I can't handle a couple little worms because at least I don't have to look at a giant millipede's ass anymore. As it's hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave. A giant millipede. That's vaguely sexual towards a millipede. I don't know why I said that. So, the house, how to keep house and home. How to keep house and home. It's this home ownership is new to me. Okay, so I don't like. Okay, and I technically not even technically. I just don't own this home. I don't own. My partner owns the home. Okay, I don't own the home. Okay, so what do? I make videos in the basement. These are my jobs. Okay, make videos in the basement. Okay, sometimes look after the children. Okay, empty the garbage. Okay, and make sure I flush the toilet. Not all of these things happen all of the time. For example, when you're taking the garbage out, did you know that you're supposed to that you count changing the putting a new bag in the receptacle as completing the task of taking out the garbage? So you can't just like hoist up a saucy bag and toss it into the bin and then you're donezo. No, you got to go back into the house, okay? And you got to put in a clean garbage bag in the. And there's something on the tic tac about that the garbage bag's actually inside out, and you should be able to I don't know yank it somehow so that you don't have to flip and flap the garbage bag so that it opens up. You know how you flap it down so it opens up, and then you put the bag in there. That's part of the job. Sometimes I don't do it. Okay. But that means I've left the job incomplete. Okay, here's 5 ways to make sure you have a happy home. Put empty garbage bags in receptacles when required. Okay. Get those smiley face those little those faces, those smiley face potato faces, those McCain smiling to potatoes. Get those. Okay. So they're kind of gummy on the inside. I don't they're pleasing to look at on the outside, but I think they've ground up some, much like Pringles. They've ground up some potato and then they've turned it into a paste, and then they onto a cookie sheet, and they bake it, and then they freeze it, and then they sell it to you. Okay, but is it potato? Well, yeah, technically yes. Does it have that earthy flavor, that the apple of the earth flavor, the pomme de terre of my heart? No, it's kind of pasty, like powdered mashed potatoes, which can also be good in a way because sometimes it's comforting to have a big creamy something in your mouth. Uh, but not you. So you lose. You got all the flavor, terrible flavor of pasty mashed potatoes, with none of the comforting elements of having a big creamy wad in your mouth of potatoes. Uh, that brings you the happy face potatoes. So you know what? I take that back. I extract that suggestion from the list. So number one, empty the garbage bags and then put new garbage bags in it. Two, get some real potatoes and have a baked potato bar. Okay, because the store. Okay, so all we wanted was some yogurt, some Greek style yogurt, and the store gave us 3 liters of sour cream because they figured it was the same thing. And look, I'll eat 3 liters of sour cream because I like sour cream, but it's not yogurt, okay? You can't have sour cream and honey and granola. I just had some granola. Could I have had sour cream with that? No, but I put some in my soup. The point is that sour cream is not a replacement for uh, Greek style yogurt or any yogurt for that matter, okay? So we've got all this sour cream. So I have a potato bar, chives, uh, hot sauce, chipotle hot sauce, sour cream, butter, big hunks of salt, like that Malden sea salt, and fresh ground black pepper. Oh, see, now I'm getting hungry down here. Okay, that's two. Three is first was the garbage bags. Two is the potatoes. Okay, three is open up the windows for God's sake. Let the sun in. Four, okay, clean your bathrooms. Okay, don't just do it once a month, whether it needs it or not. Do it more than that. Okay, because if your toilet starts turning pink, that's the kind of bacteria that's dangerous to human life. Okay, and so at first you think, oh, it looks nice. It's a nice color. It's a nice pink color. No, it's like a red tide, okay? Don't don't touch it with your skin, and you gotta put on some kind of latex and scrub the hell out of it. Okay? You don't want that stuff. So make sure you're cleaning your bathroom regularly. That's four. Okay, five is take down the flagpole. Okay, you're not fooling anyone. Six is well, let me see. What was one? One was garbage bags. Two was potato. Three was I forgot what three was. Four was clean your toilets. Uh, five is put your bikes in the basement. Six is get rid of some stuff. Get rid of your dump boxes. You've cleaned your house because Ted came over that time, and you wanted him to like you, so you didn't want to have a complete disaster of a home. So you making friends when you're an adult's hard, but you know you're on the right track when you get little butterflies in your stomach when you think they're coming to visit. Then you're like, oh, this is kind of fun, you know, like, yeah. And so I had a bunch of dump boxes because I it cleaned off. Well, I didn't clean off the top of the fridge. I did that later, but I thought about it. But I tried to clean off some surfaces, you know, because every surface has a pile of mounds of stuff on it. So you put it all in a Calax, and you throw it in the nursery. So the point is, clean out your dump boxes because there's stuff in there like $100 that the government sent me last February that I never even know about. So go through those dump bins and clean them out because you never know, right? And I forgot how many things I said there was. I'm tired, man. I forgot how many things I said. There's the garbage bags, the potato bar, the take down the flagpole, to clean your bathrooms, empty out your dump bins. Okay, read a book because you deserve the peace and quiet and the thought that a world exists where a home is clean and where you can get a pair of clothes that you want instead of just grabbing the first thing that's less wrinkled. could hear them next door. They call these condos, but come on, man. It's old. Well, I mean, it's fine. I'm not going to say that it's that I'm not looking at a gift horse in the ass. I'm saying to you that these used to be social housings, and then I don't know, someone bought them, and then we redeveloped them, and then sold them back to us at a higher price, and so we share a wall. Did you hear that? So happy home, happy homemaking. You know, it's not like when we used to rent and Trevor didn't want to buy us a new dryer. This melts my t-shirts. There's no, it doesn't even dry anything. It just kind of goes like this on our clothes, and that's it. It just makes them warm and wet. Not even warm enough to evaporate the water, just kind of like warm and wet. Oh, they're up. I can hear them now upstairs. The floorboards creaking. That's one thing about this place is that step number 2, step number 5. They're so loud. They wake up everyone in the house. I have to whisper. Why do I feel embarrassed? You know what? If you feel shame because you're making videos in the basement, don't. Keep doing it, okay? I don't know what this is going to amount to or how it makes my home a better place. Oh, I think that was one of the lists. Make a video in your basement. Okay, 1, empty out the garbage, put in a new garbage bag. 2, potato bar. 3, make vids in your basement. 4, take down the flagpole. You're not fooling anyone. 5, clean your bathroom. 6, read a book. 7, uh, remember to give your partner a kiss and a hug. And if you don't have a partner, pet your cat. And if you don't have a cat, pat yourself. And then if you don't do that, go easy on yourself, man. Okay? Just make the house functional for the next day and worry about the dishes tomorrow. Okay? Go easy on yourself. Why don't you go to bed, get a reset on the day, wake up tomorrow, fresh and new. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a new life, and I'm feeling good. So that's how you keep a happy home.